Basic knowledge for cables. Hereby we will talk about the basic knowledge of cables, including classification, construction, and function of each part, and so on. An electrical cable is an assembly of one or more wires running side by side or bundled, which is used to carry electric current, the ends of which can be connected to two devices, enabling the transfer of electrical signals from one device to the other. There are several ways to classify cables. As per voltage, there are extra low voltage, medium voltage, high voltage, extra high voltage cables. As per application, there are airport cables, railway cables, shipboard cables, industrial cables, and etc. As per cable properties, there are fire resistant cables, flame retardant cables, water blocked cables, UV resistant cables, and etc. As per different standards, there are BS British Standard, IEC International Standard, EN European Standard, CEI Italian Standard, VDE German Standard, NF French Standard, UL American Standard, and JIS Japanese Standard cables. Regarding the cable construction, different kinds of cables have different characteristics. We now just discuss some usual ones. On the left picture, we can see a single core cable. On the right is a three-core cable. They all are with copper conductor, XLP insulation, LSCH sheaths. Here we can see an armored cable picture. If a cable needs to be put outdoor or direct burial, armoring should be added for protecting. Inside the armoring, there is a bedding, or we call it inner jacket or inner sheath. This one is a more complicated structure. Two cores twisted together and then individually screened by an aluminium tape and drain wire. Then there is an overall screen for all cores. It's an armored and screened cable. Actually, this is fire resistant because it has microglass tape between conductor and insulation. After knowing the usual construction, let us introduce the function of each part. Conductor is the most important part to allow the flow of an electric charge. Its size decides the cost of the cable mostly. You can start to pay attention to LME copper price. Insulation is a material whose internal electric charge doesn't flow freely. It's used to support and separate electrical conductors without allowing current through themselves. Screen is applied over the insulated conductor bundles for shielding against noise or radiation interference from other cables. It includes individual screen IS and overall screen OS. Individual screen is added on a unit group cores, such as 2 cores twisted pair, 3 cores twisted triple. It's for shielding against interference from other units or groups. Overall screen is added on all the cores. It's for shielding against interference from other cables. Armor provides mechanical protection for cables when used outdoor or direct burial. Jacket is applied for overall mechanical, weather, chemical, and electrical protection. Now let's see cable materials. For conductor, the most popular material is copper. Annealed copper and tinned copper. Annealed copper is to make copper wire softer, while tinned copper is to prevent copper from oxidation. For big size power cables, customer may choose aluminium to control the cost, but as to conductivity, copper is better than aluminium. After conductor, let's see the materials for other parts. The most popular material for insulation, bedding, and jacket are plastic, such as PE and PVC. Here LCZH means low smoke zero halogen, also written as LSOH and LSFH. Screen material is usually aluminium foil, copper tape, copper wire braid. Drain wire always appears with aluminium foil. The material for it is tinned copper or annealed copper. Armor material is aluminium for single core cable and steel for multi-core cable. Conductor consists of two types, solid and stranded. There is a stranded called IEC 60228 for specifying conductor types. Solid means just a single wire. It is used for small size conductor because it is hard to bend. Stranded means there are a bunch of wires twisted together and it is flexible. In IEC 60228, class 1 is for solid conductor. Class 2, class 5, class 6 are for stranded conductor. Class 6 is the most flexible one. You can check the content of IEC 60228. For description of conductor size, we always use cross-section. The unit is square millimeter. Here, 1.5 square millimeter means the cross-section of each core conductor is 1.5 square millimeter. It is stranded. There are 7 strands in all. The diameter of each strand is 0.53 millimeter. We need differ core from strands. Core means conductor in insulation. Strands is conductor style. Here we can see different styles for steel armoring. Steel wire armor, galvanized steel wire braid armor, galvanized steel tape armor, and galvanized steel flat armor. It depends on the actual application of customers. For more information about different kinds of power cables, please check our website.